All right, with Ilona Laboy, she's a co-director for the 12th House. Really interesting film, played at the Experimental Film Festival. It's a true experimental kind of a. Well, first of all, let me ask you a question. What is the 12th house? What does that represent?
12th house actually derives from astrology. It's the last house of the astrological. Um, there's 12 houses, 1 through 12, and the 12th house is the house of Pisces ruled by Neptune. So basically, it comes from a spiritual inspiration, which is 12th house represents the dreams and hidden emotions and suppression and um, surrealism and basically your subconscious. That's kind
Our
of what it
subconscious,
stands
yeah,
for.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's this is a subconscious film. It's about like someone losing her husband, and then she sends into the dream world, which not to sound like I truly believe that I get so many messages from my dreams. Like I get so many kind of patterns and thoughts and feelings, and like something doesn't feel right, and it's like it teaches me a lot. I don't know. Like I think that I don't
Yeah.
know if that's what was the inspiration for the film.
Yes, it was 100%. Yeah. Yeah, it was different layers of dreams. She's diving deeper and deeper to into different layers of the dream world. And her psyche is fracturing into three archetypes, the it, the superego, and the ego. And that's where she's meeting different parts of herself and the shadow and um she's kind of navigating through this weird nonlinear world of the subconscious.
And you're the star of the film as well, right?
Yes, it sounds weird to say. I mean, yeah. My late husband, he um said, "Okay, I want you to be, play this character," and that's just kind of what we went with. So,
So he passed away. Is Israel? He was
Israel
like
Laboy. Yes.
he
Mhm.
passed away recently.
Last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it.
Thank you.
I can't even imagine. So I like so, but he helped you kind of make this film.
Yeah, we were both creating it. He was the director and I was his right hand. We were both kind of directing it. I was co-directing it and we did everything together. We were a skeleton team. And then we would hire, different crew members to obviously you can't make a film by yourself. So we would have we would cast doubles and we would cast grips and you know,
Whoever you needed to make the film.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. It was yeah, it was definitely a challenge, but you know, that's what indie filmmaking is about.
Did you? So you wrote the script as well?
We were both writing the script. I had to kind of rewrite the script after he passed. So yes and no. I had to restructure the film after his passing. So
So was it unexpected, like his passing?
yes.
But then what? Like that must have been tough for you to kind of continue with this film afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the most heaviest um part to, you know, yeah, that was the hardest part.
Was any therapeutic at all?
In a sense, yes. Once I was closer to finishing it, I saw it in post and the editor, Matthew also is his name, when we watched it together, that moment was kind of, I was like, I'm glad I finished it because I had at times I was not even sure if I could even finish it or, I don't want to go
Yeah,
into this dark
sure.
hole, but it was a dark time in my life. But yes, it was therapeutic because I was like, the least I could do is finish this um film into his honor as a tribute to him. But this is actually a short version. I'm developing into a feature because we shot a lot of footage. So um I started off with a short just because that's all I was able to kind of uh I guess,
Yeah.
yeah. So now I'm kind of trying to recuperate, and I was like, okay, let me go into a feature because that's what Israel would want me to do. and in his honor and keep his legacy alive.
Well, I can't wait to see it. This film's great. I love it. Well, it's definitely in the experimental realm, but it's deeper than that. And of
Yeah.
course, everybody's going to have their own interpretation of the film, right?
Yeah.
So, like, there's so many messages, I guess, like, like
Mhm.
the boy, the man in the plastic bag, or in the plastic, and the boobs, I guess. Um, you're
Oh, yes.
yeah, you're in the rollers in the beginning of the film, like kind of like a classic like 50s suburban mom or something. I don't know. That was my impression.
Yeah, it
Smoking,
was very pop art house
yeah,
inspired. I always say we just because we were like the same creative mind in a
yeah.
sense. We loved to incorporate the fashion into the film, kind of like as if you're flipping through a magazine, but make it film, and also do a lot of psychological, you know, motifs. But yeah, uh, the latex outfits, we actually designed them. So we found a seller on eBay, and I would just communicate with them, and I would send them, designs or sketches and say, I want this color, I want this symbol, and they were just really cool to work with, and they would get it done fast. So that was fun.
And then your character kind of goes on this like emotional like roller coaster, right? Kind of
Yeah.
it starts off cool and kind of trippy, and then she goes back into the. It starts in the water. She goes back into the water, and she like you can tell her head is spinning to say the least.
Yeah, yeah. Emotional roller coaster is definitely, yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Um, yeah, for sure. And then especially the water symbols, I actually would dream a lot of water. So in a sense, there was when we would think of the shots, water was a huge motif. So the way things, you know, after the tragedy, the way the film was constructed was a little bit eerie in a sense, also with the symbolisms.
It's just well photographed. It's just a well shot film. Who shot the film?
Thank you. So we had a lot of camera operators and we would have tons of shot lists. And we would just kind of, we had like a million references and mood boards and everything and music reference, and we would convey the ideas to the camera operator. We had like, I lost track, maybe like 8 different camera operators, and we would tell them what we want.
Wow.
And we would just kind of work together and get it done.
And who's the man in the film?
That's Israel, my late
Oh,
husband.
okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
him.
he's in it. I'm assuming you have more footage of him,
Yes,
like when you make the feature,
yes.
because
Hmm.
it's sort of like he's kind of like this the other character in the film, I guess, right?
Yes, yes.
Could I ask what the you don't have to answer this, but I was curious what was the original intent of the film? Like what was the original message?
It went through a lot of different transformations. It was, oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember which version we were gonna go with. Um, we were still reconstructing um the story, but one of I think I'm gonna save it for a feature.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's great. But there
because
was
I'm still
something.
kind of figuring it out how, which direction I'm gonna go in with the feature. So,
Gotcha. No, because you guys, I love that's the magic of filmmaking, right? Like you can
mhm,
change it in editing, you can change it in post. Like you have all this footage and these visuals and this aesthetic, but then you can kind
mhm.
of change the message, I guess, with this with how you put the film together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you okay? So you created you designed the costumes and then you someone manufactured it. Is that what I heard?
Most of them, not all. Like the
Okay.
latex costumes, they had like different, you know, existing costumes. Some of them we would take them as is, and a lot of them we would customize. Anytime we had a chance to customize, we would.
And then your character, like you have like hair transformations, color transformations, like
Mhm.
makeup. Who did all that?
we would come up with a concept. Most of the times I would do my own hair and makeup, or sometimes I would run to the nearest hair salon to put the rollers in. At times I would have some makeup artists on set, depending on the shoot and the complexity. Most of them I would do my own makeup, but sometimes I would hire makeup artists to replicate the existing makeup for continuity. So.
And this is something you guys just kind of like, how long, like how much, like how many days did you kind of shoot this?
It wasn't days. We shot this throughout some years, just because being an indie filmmaker
Mhm.
without, some resources such as, having a huge production house
Yeah.
backing, it was self-funded. So, we would plan this like once a month, usually approximately, depending
Oh,
on,
wow.
everyone's schedules. And that's kind of another reason why some of the shots or shoots would take so long because not everyone would be available, or we would need to get doubles, or we need the camera operator to be available. And, so that's the not so glamorous, I guess, part of filmmaking is
No, it's just like, but
basically,
you have the like the discipline to keep going with it, like week, like month
yeah,
after month after month.
yeah, for sure.
That's just amazing. Like, were you working on other projects while you're doing this?
We would brainstorm things we would want to do next. So I have a list of things that I would love to do eventually after I do the feature. But we would just focus on this as it was as indie filmmakers, it takes a lot of your we rather focus on one thing, but we would also brainstorm other projects we wanted to create. So this
So
was
I'm
the
assuming you were like working a job or something like that. Like, well,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we both had full-time jobs. So juggling those and planning the shoots because we want to go in fully instead of just like, oh, we're just gonna do a little bit of this. So we rather put all of our efforts into something that we give our all to have the best outcome.
Like, do you have acting experience? Because you have like some fantastic stage presence.
Thank you. Yes and no, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Well, I went to a film school, which wasn't focused on acting, but I did my first acting job was at a haunted house. So it was like a seasonal job. So I would just
We
dress.
have those in like I live like in Toronto area. Like we have something called Canada's Wonderland, and a lot of actors do that. Those haunted house things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
So that was like my first one. I remember there was like a little audition and I was a little nervous, but because there was like a lot of costumes, so I felt like I could just kind of hide and just do stuff. And they just said, okay, you're hired. And I was like, oh. So that was like my first one. But officially, like I would do like short films and just kind of for not for fun, but well for fun and I would just kind of dress up as different characters. But I guess yes and no by acting, yeah, I guess. I mean,
Gotcha. Well, you should if you ever want to dabble, you should dabble into it. Get an agent, and this
that
is a
would be
great
nice.
this is a great demo reel for you. This film.
Thank you. That would be cool. Yeah. I mean,
Well, think about how many like just I'm sure you got in this 13-minute film. How many versions of you are in this film?
yeah, yeah. There's three personalities and then there's this Neptune character. Yeah, there's quite a lot. Peter Sellers is one of my biggest inspirations, so that would be cool.
Like Doctor Strangelove, where you played a few, were in a few
Yeah,
characters. Yeah.
he's incredible. Him and so many other inspirations I have, but that would be great.
Eddie Murphy, I guess, did the same thing.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy, yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Tilda Swinton, Helen Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so
But
many.
you're like there's like your last shot of the film is like you're stunningly beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
then there's the moments where like you're just breaking down and you're like, so what I'm trying to say is that you're like you have this arc, like from a vanity perspective, but also from like emotional perspective. It's like it's great.
Thank
Like
you.
this is
Yeah.
not easy to do because if you have listen, like I watch obviously a lot, I watch a lot of because what this festival is experimental films, and if there's a false moment, like we don't care anymore about the film. Like it's from think about subconscious, like as an audience, right? Because we're just taking in what you're giving us, and then it gets pretentious, and then it gets like flaky or whatever you want to call it. in this kind of in this kind of tone, right? And you just like you're perfect. So, anyways,
Thank you.
enough of praising you.
No, my husband wanted to put like some glamour shots, and that would be the one like, no, I want to put like weird makeup and cover myself up. He's like, you're the first actor I've met that wants to like hide behind costumes and stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, I don't know, but yeah, he was a genius.
So okay, so what? Talk to me about the sound design and the music. Like it's fantastic.
Thank you. So Matthew, he
The
was
same editor, he did the sound design
yes,
too.
yes,
Okay,
yes, yes. I was like kind of stalking him, saying, when are you available? Because I wanted him to do the sound design. And
okay.
I sent him like a whole Excel sheet of references and
Oh, okay.
score. And he was like, we we shot a podcast, which we spoke about this before. Yeah, he was a little bit not intimidated, but he was kind of intrigued because he was like first kind of not ignoring me, but he was busy with other projects, and then we finally had a chance to sit down and he looked at the footage and he was like immediately, okay, let's work on this. So um yeah, the sound design took a while. Yeah, it was a lot of layering.
Mhm.
And we would sit together in the editing suite and we would find layers and how to manipulate one sound layer with this and that. It was meant to be an immersive experience. So, because for me, the sound design and the score are like everything. If you have a bad sound and bad score, I
Yeah,
just, you know. So I just knew I had to find someone really, really good. So I was fortunate enough to come across Matthew to make this vision come to life. And working with him was great because a lot of the times it's hard to find compatible editors to work with and sound designers. But he was able to, you know, understand the vision and he was actually giving me also ideas, which I loved. It's
yeah,
nice when someone can meet you halfway and kind of think exactly of what you're thinking.
yeah. Well, there's almost like a kind of like this canvas is kind of blank because of the way the style of the film, right? So there's so much way to go with it. It's not a linear film, so with the sound, you can just go in so many different directions, right? So
Mhm.
from a tone standpoint,
Yeah, for sure.
so it sounds like it was a good collaboration. But tell me
Yes.
about the music, though. Who did the music?
The music, his name is Sam, and he's in the credits. His full name is Samat. I don't know how you pronounce it, but short
Yeah,
is Sam. He's based in Kazakhstan. I met him through Instagram actually, and that was also a very pleasant collaboration. He sent me a lot of different um, drafts, and I would send him references, and we would exchange messages on WhatsApp. And yeah, he's super talented. I'm definitely going to work with him on the feature as well. So
and you found him on Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah, I forgot how. I think I searched up Cliff Martinez because I love his score music. He's a score composer, and I think he did a cover or
Mhm.
something like that. And then I just messaged him, and we've been in contact ever since.
How's the film doing on? You submitted to our festival, won awards. How's the film doing on the festival circuit?
It's been going well. I'm still waiting for some other festivals to get back to me. It was in the Clermont-Ferrand catalog, so that's cool. And yeah, a lot of good reactions there, you know.
Yeah, it's a great film. So hopefully it does well for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's completely done now, right? Because I know you were sending when you sent it a while back. It was there was like you wanted to, you were finessing the sound, I guess.
Um, yeah, I believe you
Yeah, or
received the
color
final
grading
cut.
was the color grading wasn't done, but I know it's done. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yes, there was a point when, yes, I was nervous about the deadlines, and
yeah,
that was giving me a lot of anxiety.
yeah. So what's next for you? The feature? You're gonna edit the feature?
Yes, the feature is next for me. So that would be my main focus. And then after that, I do have a list of projects I would love to come to life.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, for now, I just want to focus on the feature and then kind of go on to the next steps. But I have like a list of other projects I would love to do, and uh, if I could be in other projects too, that would be great. But so far, this is my main priority.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. I want to see the feature, so send it to me when it's done.
Thank you.
I think it's going to be great, and I know it's a lot of work. So basically,
Yeah.
not just the edit, but like you said, music, sound design. So, but
Hmm.
yeah, get it done. It's great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations on the film. It's listen, you got this is your like you got something for your husband. It's done. It's his legacy in many ways, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm sorry to like it's there's nothing else to say, but like it's just like you got it made, in which I'm sure it was like the hardest
Yeah.
thing you ever did, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Thank
let's talk again soon. Best of luck. Maybe get an
thank you.
agent for your acting career.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, you could cut this together to like a 90-second demo reel, and they'll be calling. So
Yeah, let's see. Who
you're
knows?
based in New York, right?
Yes, New York.
Yeah, I heard there's some agents there. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Tribeca Film Festival first week of June, so let's see.
All right, go for it. All right, thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.